So hi everybody again. Hi, I'm Jashin Gavani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. I'm the brainwave, the brain child, the founder and the CEO of the firm. I bring myself an experience of more than 24 years and stuff, and I'd like to share my thoughts and give you some notes on my realizations and stuff like that. I don't know how many of you are going to buy this and believe in it or not. If you do, great. If you don't, I just want to kind of share a few thoughts here because I just feel like it and I feel like sharing what I'm reading. So please follow this. It says, do not confuse enthusiasm with priority. When we're doing our own stuff, or when we're in the office, or when we are in our personal lives and stuff, there is there's this constant thing about wanting to do too many things and not kind of focusing. And multitasking is something which a lot of people believe in and go on and stuff. And I could give you my experience. I've been a multitasker for long, and now as I kind of take a kind of a forced slowdown because of various reasons and stuff, but also doing work from wherever I am and whenever I can. What my realization is that we cannot be, or we shouldn't be, actually, confusing enthusiasm with priority. And the example is that I may be enthusiastic about a sale that I'm having, and I'm all excited, and everybody around me is excited and stuff like that. And when it gets down to the core down reality and stuff like that, I would realize that the sale I've made is actually, not that great in terms of profit and earnings and stuff like that. And I'm actually in a loss making proposition because urgency mode kind of gets in. I'm not rushed in and I'm not pushing it, but the other person or the other client or the customer or the buyer is. So my realization is from an example which has happened recently to me, and I kind of took this chance or this risk of saying no to a few people and kind of creating some options around the sale that I had of a product here. And of course, I just closed it like 5 minutes back. I'm sharing a thought on my realizations and stuff. Many of you are in business. Many of you are in closing deals and stuff. Many are you in signing agreements, and many of you are like me in negotiation modes and stuff like that. The biggest example is what Mr. Trump is kind of looking at in terms of the tax and everything. Also, our Indian economy is kind of looking at rising up and going on to the top three, or maybe the number one, two. I think it's going to happen for sure. But the point is, enthusiasm must only be backed by hardcore facts and hardcore thinking, and kind of evaluating the situation from all sides and after creating options and stuff. So now that I've got a better deal here for this, I've realized this that, a good move is to kind of take a seat back, slow down, evaluate, try and create more opportunities and options around the product and stuff like that. And once you start getting better, in the sense that better offers or better people coming in, take a call, and do not be very pushy in the closing, because what happens is we rush like that. We got to do our leasing agreement, we got to do our sale agreement, we got to do our quality conscious agreement, we got to do our vendor supplier agreement and stuff. And in that rush, it's great to be proactive, it's great to have deadlines and stuff, but sometimes we kind of miss out on a lot of facts and figures and stuff, and we are kind of then repenting that we've done a wrong deal. So let me share you a few lines here. The enthusiasm you have for a new product and idea may not be an accurate indicator of its true worth. We have new ideas and new features available to us all the time, but we stop kind of exploring and evaluating those, and we focus on what's known. So they say now that the known devil is better than the unknown one and stuff. So we'll try and fix to that whole idea of this is the way it must work and it's been working and that's the way it has to happen. So let your grandest idea, I think I've shared this before, let your grandest idea cool off for a while. And by all means, if you have any great ideas, get excited about them, but just don't act on them in the heat of the moment. Write down the ideas, ponder on those ideas for a few days, and then evaluate what is your actual priority or what is your actual cost and stuff. And I mean, I think I realized this, and I have actually closed this because the guy who's buying the product for me is a very sweet kind of a guy, and I kind of would like him to have my products. But if I were to kind of create another opportunity, I could get a better price. But then, by no means am I saying that. I mean, you shouldn't be making a sale because you like the customer or the client and stuff. So the idea is that, I mean, create all possibilities. Imagine the best scenario, imagine the benefits, imagine that how is it going to help you if you were to kind of work on not having that product sold to the person who's after you, pursuing you, wanting to sell it to you and stuff. And another realization is that many times in critical works, they say critical analysis is really important. People try and show you like a value which is low for a product, let's say a second-hand product or something, and they say, they give you the whole analysis that this is a real bad product you have, the depreciation value is going down and stuff, you're not going to get money more than this and stuff. Do not believe it, okay? Try and create options in this, because I've experienced this today. And you may get a better buyer, but the point is, it depends on how confident you are about the product, maybe a new product or a second product. But the point is, if you're confident about it, if you can hold the positive thought in your head, and if you can hold the positive vision in your head, definitely you're going to have a good result out of your own work and your thinking and your street smartness and stuff. So that's what I wanted to share, that try and focus on not this fact that you have to act fast forever, but the point is, try and break down the pros and cons of the stuff. What's the worst scenario? Where once you have an option, you have a boil point figure that you're expecting from somebody. Work around improving your opportunity or the product cost on in an exponential manner, going upwards. Okay. Hope for the best, and the best is going to happen. Okay. So love and luck and take care. I'm Justin Kapani. And I'm on jkapani@gmail.com, justinkapani.im@gmail.com, justinkapanioffice@gmail.com. There is no one way to do business. There's no one way to sell products and stuff. And I see that the more opportunities you create, the more visibility you create, and the more you do not sometimes depend on the known circle that you have and the network you have, the broader your horizons are, or the better the position to kind of create an opportunity or to even negotiate and close a deal happens. Okay. So love and luck and take care. Have fun. Have a blast. Enjoy yourselves. And cheers to you on the amazing fresh lime soda Nimbu Pani. The weather is not that great right now, but I just remembered in the morning I shared about having a Nimbu Pani. So at the end of the day, when you want to feel fresh and stuff, it's evening, relax yourself and rejuvenate. And of course, if you want to have a little bit of vodka or whatever tonic in this, please go ahead. But stay in moderations and stuff, because you would like to kind of wake up fresh in the morning and not feel like a person who's got a heavy head. The weather any which was is is doing that to many of us. So enjoy yourself and have fun and have a blast. Love and luck. Take care. Have fun. Thank you for writing in. Thank you for your messages. And some of my friends, I see you there on social media. It's great to watch you and your videos and stuff, and keep in touch, and looking forward to catching up in person and stuff, and also to the Christmas season and the festive season and stuff. Let's enjoy, let's celebrate. We don't have to keep working all the time and stuff. After all, there has to be fun and excitement and a balance around all of that, right? How much you want to work, right? Okay, you got your whole life to do that. So make the best of wherever you are, with whoever you are, and have fun. Love and luck. Bye bye.